Welcome back to another episode of Pine Needle Ranch. I'm Jeff.
I'm Tanya.
And today we're actually going to start on doing the drywall in the house. And Tanya's going to be basically texturing the walls, not texturing, but
untexturing.
Untexturing, yeah, so they're all brick walls. And we're going to try to use drywall plaster and plaster it, kind of smooth it out before we do the texturing. I'm going to be hanging some drywall and then we're going to start taping and mudding. And
so you're saying that we're going to start hanging some drywall, but you can
kind of see that okay, so we already started. Feel like you're living your best life, babe.
Something like that.
Are you excited?
Oh God, that scared me. It's like the third time I forgot about this thing already.
In the last 5 minutes.
Yes.
So we're not professional drywallers, obviously, but we are professional getter-doners, maker-happeners, go-getters.
Don't give her uppers.
Don't give her uppers. It's not a terror downer.
Are we gonna lock the Mustang in here?
You want to lock the horse in the wall again?
No, the actual Mustang.
Oh. I thought you meant the horse.
The horsey we can put back in the wall too whenever we get to that wall.
I wonder if there was some kind of meaning to that. With the horse, the Mustang horse and the Mustang car being in the wall. Of course, I'm pretty sure this house was built in 1960. Why is there a newer?
Well, I'm assuming that they did some work in between when it was built and then. So this is the original Mustang that was built into the wall. And then when they renovate it, they put the new Mustang in the wall. Because that's a newer Mustang.
So do we got to go get a newer car to put in the wall?
That's
Whoa.
why he's there. What is the plan? What are we doing?
You're going to help me pick it up?
Need the tape of the measurer?
I lost my tape measure again. This should be right at a size that's going to be a pain in the ass.
Of course.
Oh.
All right, you need your drill and your circle hole.
Drill my circle hole?
Huh?
My drill and my circle hole?
What is that thing called?
I guess I could just put a circle hole in it.
Circle hole.
I don't know if that's...
You need a battery.
I guess that's not too much, right? That's a pretty big hole. I'm just going to fill it anyway, though.
It's up to you. My thing is it's going to be behind the damn... Babe.
What?
Are you measuring?
Am I measuring what? I marked the circle.
You don't have a battery.
Oh.
That's what I said. You need your battery.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Well, that makes a lot more sense.
Now I see what you're saying.
We got a square and a circle. And we can use as gap fillers.
This one we'll have to probably put on and take off a couple different times.
Nope, you gotta get it right the first time.
Do you know who you're talking to?
You're supposed to measure twice and cut once, babe.
Is that what it is?
Not measure once and cut six. Ready?
Yeah.
right, we're back in line.
Babe, what's your favorite thing about being out here?
Not being in an apartment. Being where we can do whatever we want. Being together and you're not at work.
Yeah, that's a win right there. I'm excited to actually be getting, light at the end of the tunnel with all this drywall and stuff.
Getting some of the big tasks done.
Yeah. Well, I think my favorite thing about being out here is actually being able to see our future unfold.
Yeah. Just seeing everything start to come together.
Yeah. I never, in a million years, thought I'd be able to do something like this, All right, babe, I need you in my life.
What, you need me to hold it?
No, I'll hold it. I just need you to mark around this box here. Look, mark both sides here and then the top of the 2x4s on both sides. Think you could do that?
Probably.
Heck yeah, you can. Because you are a winner. You got it.
One of those was a little off.
So it matches us. We're a little more than just a little off. Now I need my tool.
Oh, see, yeah, this is the line I was trying to make. Because you said mark the 2x4, so I was going under the 2x4.
Let's go check on our lizard.
Yeah, he's gone.
Gone?
Yeah, he warmed up and took off.
Oh, great. So he's floating around in here somewhere.
He's probably in my house shoe. But it does look like he drank some water. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, he's in there. Hi, buddy.
He looks so much better. Now that we done give him another scare of his life, shaking him up in the box.
This lizard was back in the pantry area, cold and on the floor. So we love aminals. So we tried to save him. Tanya built him a house, built him a fire.
Dude, I'm trying to get you out of that.
Try to warm him up a little bit before set him free.
He's at least not trying to bite us anymore. Say hi to everybody.
That's our first aminal of Pine Needle Ranch.
Well,
yeah, I guess we had a bird.
We had a bird, and we've had about 15 of those lizards, but... And yet, one more reason why we don't get anything done here, because we're rescuing lizards. Has to get good.
Oh, it's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang solid, all right.
Ooh. I don't know why climbing this thing is so scary.
What thing's scary?
Climbing this thing, the same thing that you don't like climbing.
Oh. I always try to get it on the stair steps, one step too high.
I think you forget you're not short.
Just used to being around short people.
You may have to do this edge.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know how to make it build out right there.
Let's see what you're talking about.
Right here on this edge, to build it out, I'm not exactly for sure how to build that out without, like, absolutely wasting a whole bunch of shit.
Just like that. Then you can go like that, like you're doing, and then come this way, and then take your knife that way.
Do what? Go like that?
Yeah, fill it in like that.
And then go like that.
Well, you gotta fill it this way too.
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just like that.
That won't just like fall off.
Nope, not once it's dry.
That's what I mean.
Oh, just got them on my boob.
See what I mean by not wasting it? All right, now that, don't worry about trying to get it perfect. Yeah.
No. You're gonna build, when it's thick like that, you gotta build it up in layers. Looks good.
We're getting there.
All right, I'm going back. My side of the house.
Just go. You just do that, sir.
All right, so drill's there.
Yep. Screws are there. I'm gonna see how well you can pick this thing up, chunk it like a.
You're supposed to help me.
Oh, my hand is. You sure you don't want to be on the side or the?
Well, I'm gonna be right here in the middle. Oh,
ow.
over that way too.
Okay.
There we go. Check that. Oh, that's perfect.
I can't see where I'm at.
Go up a little bit. You don't want to be right on the edge. There you go. Do you have to let it linger?
Yes.
How's that look, huh? Huh?
Starting to look like a daggone room.
Daggone ding dong ding dong room, man. Ding dong bing boom hour. Down ding dong ding. Ding 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 ding.
Beautiful.
Beauty Miss Maximus. Now we're getting somewhere.
Mm-hmm. You need that one.
Nah, those are overkill anyway. Got it.
Oh, I'm gonna try to set you up over here, and you're moving them over there.
Well, if we set up over there, then our friends and family can't see us. Okay. Got that longwood?
Mm-hmm. Got it?
Mm-hmm. Found it?
Mm-hmm.
Got it?
Mm-hmm. Saw ponies.
Why are they ponies? Just because they're smaller?
Mm-hmm.
They're not wood?
And they're plastic.
Plastique?
They're light.
They're light but strong. Like bull.
Bulls aren't light.
They're strong. Like saw ponies.
You ready?
Yep. Why is it every time there's something wrong with the floor, the worst?
Yeah, we're gonna blame the floor.
Look at it. You don't think it's my cutting skills, right?
Yeah, there's definitely a hump in the concrete.
Yeah, there's a big...
And it's literally right there.
Right. Go all the way.
This is not easy to do.
I think we're solid.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
It even holds itself in place. This is so a scary movie night.
Scary movie night?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the rain?
Got the rain and the thunder. It was lightning. Could have the Boggy Creek monster out there.
He probably is out there.
Thinking, heck yeah, shower day.
What would you do if you ever saw Bigfoot? out here roaming around.
Depends. Did he see me?
Well, I'm sure.
If he's seen me, I'm booking it.
And if he didn't see you?
I'm gonna sit and watch him, see what he does. If he did see me, I'm probably gonna make my way to my truck, make sure my doors are locked. Hopefully the twin turbos can outrun him.
Yeah, for real.
I think I'd rather be in my truck than in the house.
You don't think he can break into a truck?
Not if it's outrunning him. Because what am I gonna do in a house?
House, you can hide your head under the covers and everything will go away.
Is that how you make the boogeyman go away? You just put your head under the cover. He's scared of the blankets, huh?
Well, if you can't see them, they can't see you, right?
I can just close my eyes in the truck.
Oh, there you go.
We got spooky story time.
Spooky story time.
The spooky story
Brought to you by Tanya.
Dyslexia.
I have dyslexia, and so do I.
What do you think is your scariest spooky season story?
Spooky season story?
Or spooky story?
Spookiest story?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely when I was living in Mexico and we had a legit little kid living in the house. Like not alive, like a little kid. He was
His spirit.
his spirit, yeah. I remember it was back in the old days we didn't have like remotes, right? You either had a kid that went and changed the channel for you. Yes, but there was this hallway that went here. The couches were on one side of the room. The TV was on the other side. Then it was like the hallway that was in the middle. So I was sit down, I had to change the channel, so I got up and changed the channel, and on my way back, I passed that little hallway and I seen the little kid in a white shirt with blue stripes, little blue shorts on. And I sat down and I was just thinking because Jeffrey was
About
the
that
same age at that time. So I sat down on the couch, and so I didn't even think about it. But when I sat down on the couch, I realized I just sat next to Jeffrey. Jeffrey was on the couch with me.
And it was before you had Jason, right?
Yeah, it was right before we had Jason.
Yeah.
So, and then that same house, Jeffrey, he was, I want to say like 3 or 4. And that same house, he had a bedroom and he didn't want to sleep in his bedroom, so he was like crying. And then he went out into the living room and he was like crying out there, like whimpering. And so we let him, like, you either come to bed or you can sit there and cry. And then all of a sudden, that same TV, it was in an entertainment center with wooden doors. And all of a sudden, the door started going clack, 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 like really loud. And I was like, what is this kid doing? But all of a sudden, he's like letting out his cries, his whimpers went to like blood-curdling screams. And he
Like you're dyslexic too.
Yeah.
Blood-curdling screams.
Yeah, that word. But anyway, and then he comes running to the bedroom. But when he's running to the bedroom, those doors are still out there clacking. Clack, 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 clack. And we're like, what the heck is that? What's going on? And he was like, oh, there was a boy coming out of the TV, and it was trying to reach for me, trying to grab me. And we're like, okay, sure. So anyway, we let him sleep in there. And in that same house, it was, I think after Jason was born, where it was like, I want to say it was like probably 1 o'clock in the morning. We're in there laying down, and the door was like not all the way shut, but it was closed, probably a good 6-8 inches or whatever closed. And all of a sudden, it woke us up. The door slammed open, the light came on, and all the pictures on the walls fell down. the same time. I got goosebumps talking about it. But yeah. So that whole experience with that house was
Crazy.
crazy, yeah, because we had neighbors across the way. Like we'd load up everybody and we'd go to Ensenada for the weekends or whatever, because the boys' mom, all her family was down there.
Yeah.
And we'd come back and the neighbors would come out because we were good friends with the neighbors across the street. And they'd come out and they'd be like, "Did you leave the kids here?" And we're like, "No, we would never leave our kids there." And they're like, "Yeah, we seen there was 2 kids in the window," because our front door had just a regular door and then it had these 2 windows
On the other side?
either side of it.
Yeah.
And they said that they could see like the 2 little kids peering out on both sides of that, and they didn't think anything of it. They thought, well, okay, the kids are there, or that we were there. Nope.
Did you ever look up the history on the house?
No, not really. Anyway, so what is your most terrifying stories?
I only have 2. 3. So when I was little and we lived in Waco, gosh, I was still in elementary school. And of course, being the annoying little sister that I am, every time Tim would go somewhere, I would go in his room, which originally was the garage. They converted into a bedroom or whatever. I would go into Tim's room to listen to music on his radio because, mom and dad would go to the bar or whatever. And Tim's supposed to be babysitting me. And as soon as mom and dad were gone, he'd call Amber and he was gone, And so I would be in his room listening to music. Well, he had a waterbed, but it just had a regular mattress in it. He didn't have a waterbed mattress in it. And so I'm sitting on his bed and I'm listening to music. And as I'm sitting there, all of a sudden it's like boom, boom, boom. And then it's like boom, 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 boom under the bed. I could feel it hitting under the bed. I don't know what it was, but I just booked it out of there and the radio and the light just shut off.
Wow.
And then it was that house that we were living in when, so we had a back room that had the pool table in it. And we had like our game room set up in the back living room. And so I was in that room. I think I was always watching scary movies, And once again, mom and dad mom and dad was at the bar. Tim took off to go see Amber. And I was laying on the floor and I'm watching movies. And all of a sudden I hear clack, 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 clack. And I'm like, what the hell? Well, in the kitchen, they had the laundry room in the kitchen. It had the bifold doors that had the louvers. Well, the light was turning on and off, and those louvers were going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Scared the bejesus out of me. And I, of course, booked it to my bedroom. And I did your trick. I put the blanket over my head. And it worked. It went away. There was one night that I was staying the night at my friend Latrina's house. And it was a couple of us that stayed over there. Latrina decided to get up in the middle of the night. She went to go stay the night at her grandma's. And I was asleep on the floor. And her stepdad had recently passed away. And her mom was telling us that she would be sound asleep, like in her bedroom. And then all of a sudden she would feel the bed, because Curtis used to go in there and kick her bed and be like, "Get up, Tina, time for work." He would still do that after he passed away. He would go in there to wake her up for work. So we're all in there asleep. At this time, I think Tina had already moved to Waco and Latrina was just staying there by herself. And so Latrina left, and here's random teenagers asleep in the house. Well, they had the big stereo systems that, you put in your entertainment center that hadn't worked in years. Ceiling fan hadn't worked in years. We're in there, we're sound asleep. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. All of a sudden the front door tries to swing open, but the chain was on it. So it like swings open and shuts, and it's like bam, 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 bam. That ceiling fan turned on and the fucking radio turned on. We all get up, pile up in our friend Mike's car, and we just left. It was crazy.
Okay, that's enough scary stories. We got work to do.
I want to know what scary stories we would have about the Minger. We'd have been sober enough to know it.
But, well, the crazy part about that is, so we recorded with this camera,
Yes.
right? It recorded for over an hour with the battery. And when we took it to the Minger and we tried to record, it
4
was
minutes.
like a couple minutes before the battery drained on that one. So
And like I said, we woke up the next morning and a lot of our stuff was knocked over.
Yeah. And I don't think it was us coming in all drunk up either.
I wish we really need to go back to those videos that we made. Remember when we went walking through the halls? I don't know how we didn't get escorted to our rooms, but
yeah, especially us interacting with some of the other guests, we were very inappropriate.
She was carrying a penis.
Yeah, yeah.
So we weren't the only ones that were inappropriate.
What do they expect us to do when you're carrying a penis cake, penis-shaped cake? Yeah, it raises some questions.
But I'm talking because we were loud.
Oh yeah, we were loud. We were having fun.
We were.
All right, back to the task at hand.
We do need to go through those videos and just look and see if we see anything.
Yeah. I've measured this thing like 40 times and I still can't remember what it is. 13 and a quarter.
I write it down, you remember.
And action!
As you run into the wall. Oh, and then I kicked the camera. Damn, is the wall that crooked?
Of course it is.
Did you expect it not to be? But if you did, you're at the wrong house.